Non-fungible idiots, don't you know? Banging our heads to the rhythm of the code. We don't care about dollars or the shiny blade. We're just holding to zero. It's our everything. Round tripping positions, that's how we roll. We won't make a dollar, won't sell a thing. We're the zero holders, our anthem we sing. Zero holders, our anthem we sing. Zero holders, we're the kings of the sea. The non-fungible idiots will live in the tree. We're all on the zeros, all right to be. In the world of NFTs, we're wild and free.
Joe, I saw you giving us the like wrap it up kind of little sign. Oh, is it that? Oh, oh, hey. You're muted, which I know you mute before because you're a proper guest.
That's right. That's right.
Proper guest. Good to see you guys. Welcome to Inside NFTs Daily Show. We're on our third week. Not
Monday.
3 full weeks, but this is our third week, which is crazy how fast it's going. Yeah, whatever. We'll start calling it though the officially the longest running show in NFTs, the greatest show in NFTs, the best community in all of NFTs. It's like to fake it till you make it. Let's just start doing that.
Oh, it's a lie. That's all. Those are lies.
Longest running might be questionable. The greatest, not a lie at all. Best community, not a lie either. So 2/3 accurate, and I'll take that.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm into lying about it.
I'm with you. We got a new sponsor today.
Ooh, new sponsor.
Zin?
Zin? Question mark?
Zin? Not a sponsor. But I got these and I want to try them. And I'm going to try to not puke live.
What are they?
It's nicotine.
What is it, a pouch? You stick it in your thing or what do you do?
Yeah. Dude, they're wild. It's childproof, so I don't know if I'll get it open.
Yeah.
But hang on. Okay, hang on. You push it in.
Wow.
You have to line up the diamonds on it.
No, they're lined up. I think I broke it, though. Possibly. Okay.
This is bad for the sponsorship, dude.
Okay. All right, Zin. They're not really our sponsors. It's just
pick one up. Oh, I see them. They look like little...
They're like the little like nicotine pouches, except these are flavored. This is cinnamon flavored, and there's no tobacco in it at all. It's just pure nicotine and wood.
Looks like a little tampon.
Yeah, dude. That would be a cool way to take it.
Yeah.
You could like boof this thing.
And
like
in your butthole? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll try that later. Report back. Actually, that's what I'll do live today. Anyway, how are you guys doing, Henry? How's it going? You were just on the is it All Things Ordinals or Good Things? What is it called?
Yeah, something like that. Was on a show. Okay. I was on a show. It was good.
A lot of people interested in the Kong's Rune, the Prometheans, like rightfully so, dude. But you feel it, right? Like when you're inside where you're at, you like internal. Do you feel like what's going on out there, like the energy?
Yeah. I think it takes a little bit for it to like break through the outer layers before it starts to feel like that inside. You know what I mean? You guys, I say you guys, like other people feel it before we do. But yeah, we're definitely
I really liked. Sorry to like ruin the shtick or whatever, but I really liked that you guys are rewarding kind of like the OG Bitcoin holders and stuff like that. I thought that was a really good strategy.
Yeah, it was super important that we use this diamond-handed weighting to do that instead of coming in like how many Bitcoin did Bored Ape Yacht Club sell 12-fold for? It was a lot. Extracted a lot back.
Which one was that?
When Bored Apes dropped their 12-fold on Ordinals.
Oh yeah, dude,
and made like a boatload of money, $16 million or something like that.
Yep.
So we were like, we're gonna try to do the opposite of that. We're not coming in to take anything. We're just coming in to give.
You always hear that, by the way. Diamond handing. You always hear like, "Oh, diamond hands. Let's reward." But you never really get rewarded. So I think it's a pretty cool mechanism that you guys did.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
of course.
it's all about the diamond hands on this one, being
Yeah, no
part of
problem.
that journey. So.
Yeah, too bad the Kongs suck shit. No,
There we go.
Oh, there's our Joe.
I had
There
to
we
do it.
go.
I had to do it. I'm.
It didn't even feel like you meant it. It feels like you're so bullish that
no.
you could fake that.
No, I was. The first part was from my heart. I. That's how I feel. The suck shit was just funniness. I'm sorry.
Believe it or not, Joe's like I think he already said live here. He has Kongs, like he collects them. He loves them. Like Henry and Joe are very good buddies. Like they're like there's a little shtick here sometimes, but it's all rooted in realness.
Yeah, I do get annoyed by Henry.
He does.
I mean, it's just
He
like,
really
okay,
fucking does.
dude, we get it. You're talking about them again. It's almost like he sleeps for half the show, and then he like wakes up and he's like, huh, "Let me talk about the fucking Kongs."
Everything I do is low effort. My backdrop is rugs. I barely make it on time.
You leave
it's a fair
early.
shot.
Yeah.
I leave the minute the music plays. I click leave studio. It's low effort.
True story. All right, I'm going to set you guys up. Actually, we'll do a quick market talk. I'm going to set you guys up with some of our main topics, and then I'm going to do some tweets there. I'm trying to find the right place to actually like pause and do that, but I do want to get this shared out. Guys, if you're, whoever's watching out there, share this out. Share out the show over on X. You can share out the show on YouTube, whatever you prefer. Make sure to like and do all that good stuff. It really helps a ton, and we are seeing a ton of that in the numbers. Like the numbers are absolutely ridiculous. We might show that at the tail end here, but subscribers going way up, the views are up, and it's thanks to you guys. It's you who are watching this. It's you who are putting those numbers on those videos. So
Yeah, we have
really appreciate that.
1,500,
15 million.
1.15K subscribers.
Which equals 1.15K equals 15,000.
Yeah,
Joe jammed me the other day about that. He's like, man, 1,400. I was like, really? He's like,
Is this
1.14. No. He did it the other day too.
yesterday. I did it.
I wasn't on that one when he did it. I don't think.
No,
That
you
might have
were.
been-
You were.
Was it? I didn't see that.
Oh, you jammed me that directly.
That
Yeah,
Joe
I made a mistake. Is what happened. I apologize.
That joke makes way more sense now. When you said it this morning, I'm like, it's not that funny, Joe.
Yeah. No, I DM'd you guys. I'm like, I was like, we got 1,400 subscribers, guys. Whoa. And then I was like 1.14. And then Henry's like, dude, that's 1,140. I was like, oh, that makes more sense. Okay.
Yeah, dude, the halving week, it's a big fucking deal this week. Okay, here's what we're going to do. This big news that came just overnight tonight, we have Hong Kong ETFs approved, both Bitcoin and Ethereum, so great for the market. It's exactly what we needed right now, although I think war talk is heating up again. So
Ooh.
bad for the market, good for
War.
nobody really, but I don't know.
Good for the soul. I don't know.
Good for the soul.
No, I know that sounds.
I know it sounds like that's the thing. Like our humor is like shitty, so like that doesn't sound good. You know.
No.
Okay. Chaos.
No, it's
Chaos
never good.
incoming.
No. Let's do a public service. War is never good.
No.
Don't condone war.
Violence is the weapon of the weak, and we don't agree with it. That being said, we're obviously idiots and we make jokes about everything, so that's our way of dealing with it.
You know, some shows have like the not financial advice disclaimer. We don't condone war, even though it sounds like we do.
Yeah.
We're not. We don't want you to be shitty people, although we will say shitty things for an hour straight.
Yeah, sorry
But
about
that's our
joking about your dead family and cancer. We were just trying to be funny, but yeah, that's our public service announcement.
Perfect way to start. All right, guys. The NFT market, well, we're looking at the value of the market down 3 and what is that number? 2.34%. God, dude, rough start. Anyway, crypto though, okay, this I wasn't expecting because this morning it was actually looking pretty damn solid. Like we were up. Like 5% plus. I think Solana was up like 8%. Okay, is the war stuff what changed here in the past like 5-10 hours or whatever? Because again, it looks very, very different all of a sudden here.
Ooh.
Yeah, right?
Down. We're red.
We're very red. Crazy. Like ETH down 16% in the past week.
Tax day too.
Oh, yeah, fair.
Yeah. Oh yeah, tax day.
Who's got better pull on this, the war or the IRS?
That's a good point.
A perfect storm. A perfect storm for us.
I mean, you're not.
Solana.
Yeah, no lie.
Look at Solana down almost like 25%. That's
Unbelievable.
Wow.
That's pretty crazy.
Buy the dip.
Sucks.
Okay. Yeah, Lemon, I like that take, actually. We don't condone war unless you're the side that wins.
Public service announcement. Our audience also falls on our
disclaimer.
our disclaimer. Thank you.
We're the non-fungible idiots, don't you know?
Incredible. Sales yesterday, 36.3 million. That is CrossChain Sales. Kind of doing that ramping down over the weekend, which, again, is normal. The past couple weekends, it hadn't done that, which was nice. I guess with that said, though, it was pretty solid Friday, Saturday. Just yesterday, a little weaker. And again, I think that was more crypto-related. But, man, look at our top 10 collections. In fact, like, specifically, look at the top 3. It's BRC20s, man. It is, like, the halving, we know that's bringing runes. But it's like the mania has already started clearly. So you got the Wizards, who I'm going to show that when we look at Magic Eden. But the Wizards is a token. It's a BRC20 from the Bitcoin Wizards collection. Looks an awful lot like Taproot Wizards, which don't exist yet, really, but it's not them. It's its own project, very early, like inscription number 70. Anyway, they got a token out there. It's ripping. Pup's still ripping here. Cats, I'm going to be honest, I don't know what that is, but this Cats one going kind of ballistic. Now, okay, I said this wrong in my video this morning, like a fucking idiot. I called this Lassa Jet.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
And I said it like 3 times, so it's not like I was, yeah. It's.
Do you know the correct pronunciation now?
I'm just assuming it's French because of like a word I saw before it, so Lassa Jet. Les Auges.
Les Auges.
Oh! Can you do that again?
Les Auges.
Les Auges.
Peter could do it.
Yeah.
Oh, damn, we need Peter. Well, I could picture Henry and I used to work at this French restaurant when we were kids. And I can picture that chef saying it. Yeah.
José?
Yeah. Les Auges. Okay. Spoiler. Okay, you saw the thumbnail, that ridiculous looking whatever that was, right? And I'm making a call, right? The next Grail Bitcoin Ordinal collection. It's that. Notice it doesn't live on Bitcoin, but it will.
Oh, that was that. Oh, that's what that is. Yeah.
That is the shit right there. That is the alpha.
You were on the show, a show, not this show, over the weekend, I think, and someone brought it up, and you were like, "Oh, it's 0.7." You're like, "I wish I had an ETH," and I went to go look at it, and it was like 1.2 ETH at that time.
It might have been. I'm trying to remember if that was Kool-Aid or if that was Lemon or Buxton. It was somebody from this show. It was our show on the weekend.
Nice work.
Yeah, great alpha, like amazing call. I don't know when it moves exactly. I don't think they've even laid that out exactly. Okay, and we're going to get into exactly that. Is it worth trying to snipe? I'm going to tell you exactly why it is, why even if this was 1.5 ETH, it still is. So you know how we've talked a couple times about like the ancient Bitcoin whales, and like, of course, I talk this big game like, dude, you don't get how much they're going to spend. Like, you have no idea. Well, we got a little, not proof, but we have a little evidence that they're going to spend, because these Bitcoin whales are now starting to chime in, and they're telling you what they think people will spend, what they and their peers will spend. But also there's some optics here too, and what they think just that message being out there actually does to people who maybe aren't whales, but are starting to accumulate a little Bitcoin. So yeah, another spoiler. They agree. Buy these things, man. I mean, not financial advice.
So what whale said that? What are you talking about?
So yeah, let me get to that. Can you guys riff for a quick moment on?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah.
Pick a topic.
I'll riff.
I know what it is. Hang on. Let me get right into our main topic. We'll swing back to like Bitcoin prices, but how freaking bullish is this? How bullish is Hong Kong approving Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs?
It's bullish, but before we talk about that, Joe, and while Huda's doing what he has to do, I have a confession to make. That French restaurant that Huda talked about. No, you wouldn't even know what I'm about to say. The chef's name was José. The owner and waiter's name was Andre. And I lied to them, and I told them that Huda was the main singer of Silverchair.
Oh, I love that guy.
What?
You know, did you know that he was anorexic?
Daniel Johns, right?
I can't believe I started laughing when I said that. Yeah. Let me try that again. Did you know he was anorexic?
At the time, no. As a 15-year-old dishwasher, because Huda got me the job. Like, he quit or something, and I got to fill in. And I don't know why. Like, the music was playing. Like, I had it on the CD player, And
Yeah.
Jose was like, "Oh, who is this?"
Oh,
I was like,
Silverchair.
this is Udda.
Oh,
Oh, and I'm like, why? There was no need for that. That
there-
was completely unnecessary.
what's the song again? I love the song. I love this. You know it?
It was like Tomorrow or Israel's
Yeah.
Chair.
Yeah,
One of
I wanna
those.
sing it.
Israel's son, right? And
It might have been Israel's Son or Pure Massacre that I was like, yeah, this is
tomorrow.
him, man.
Here, let me sing it. It's 12 o'clock and it's tuned afraid. I know you hate me, but I'll ask anyway. Don't you come with me to a place in a little town. The only way to get there is to go straight down. Thank you.
That was something.
That's them.
It's actually
That's them. That's
surprising.
them.
That was.
That's a good
There was no bathroom or sink.
yeah.
But the water out of the tap it's very. So anyway, Ethereum ETF. I think I read something like they were expecting somewhere around $5 billion worth of liquidity to flow in through ETFs.
Did they? I mean,
How much?
I thought I read 5 billion,
I don't
saw
know
that.
So
and the market responded in kind and
Did it?
dumped.
oh
No.
yeah, exactly. That's what I was going to say. Is that like how bullish can it be if nothing? It did not affect the market. If anything, the market's showing weakness.
Maybe it's because these macro events are just really like right this minute. People aren't like,
Why?
oh, let me care about the news. They're like, oh my gosh, what's going to happen? It's funny how finicky people are. Like, war is always going on.
Why? Yeah,
Always.
exactly. Why? What does this matter? Like, what is this? Why does it? Why does the announcement that a war could happen? Why does the fake announcement that a World War III, which is probably not going to happen,
It's not.
make the crypto market crash? Wouldn't it be the opposite? Wouldn't it be, let's put all of these other things into crypto so we can be sneaky and sly and do, spy games and you know what I'm saying? Like it seems like a bullish case for it, not a bearish case for it.
That's how a degen thinks.
Yeah.
So I agree with you. I think the same thing. I'm like, what am I missing? I thought that would make people flow to safe assets like gold and crypto. But
We're coupled with the stock market. We're coupled with every other investment now, and so it just moves with that. It's horrible. I hate it.
There could be a time where we don't. I don't know. With all the institutional money, maybe that's just not. Maybe that's wishful thinking. But the good news is maybe once this passes over and it's 3 weeks from now or a month from now, and people realize like, oh yeah, look at how much the mainstream media drives everything, right? Especially the financial markets. They speculate more than crypto does. Why isn't the SEC on them?
Yeah.
That being said, I feel like once things calm down, people get past the day of reckoning on tax day, or they kick the can down the road and they do their extension. Maybe people feel a little more comfortable. At least we got a catalyst this week, maybe with Happening.
Yeah, and the other thing that I thought was maybe, I mean, this is a stupid degen thought, but like, how they're always like saying that they're coming for our coins. You know what I mean? Like maybe they're trying to get good price on all of these things before the Happening, which if that really amazing chart that I posted had it going up after the announcement of the Happening or after the actual halving, it goes up. So maybe that's the reason, but it also could be just devastating news across the board to make it flat right now. But I don't know.
I haven't even seen, like, I know what happened over the weekend with War Drums, but I haven't seen what's happened today. Like, is something imminent?
No, I actually, if anything, well, I think Israel vowed to respond to that attack. I think that the U.S. Biden was saying that we won't bomb Iran, but I don't know. These are just kind of like really quick looks at everything that I was checking out. So I don't know if anything juicy came down the news pipe today.
Okay.
We were all tweeted out. I love how the guy was randomly chiming in throughout that conversation. and
But
like
muted?
I look and I'm muted the whole time,
Nice.
like an idiot.
Oh, you were talking? Did we tweet out our show yet?
Yeah, I got it out. So
Oh, cool.
if you peek at my account, Huda_idiot on X, you'll find it there. You can retweet. You can, of course, follow on NFTLDR on X and just retweet right from there. Twitter's a little buggy right now. Like, it doesn't have the show, like, displayed, like a preview of it. It's just got a link. It doesn't normally do that, but it doesn't look good. I don't like that, bruh.
Bruh.
What was the Nothing Burger? Is he talking about?
About the war.
Oh. How dare you, Cass? Oh, my goodness.
I like Cat's getting in on that though. I like that. He's never
Ooh.
in the war channel.
Dude, Assassin, I don't know because I'm fully synced now too, but again, I'm missing something. I did not chat with Chip yet. I still need that to happen, so I'm not sure. I don't know. Anyway, you mentioned, Henry, the $5 billion in inflows that we're expecting here in the next few months. I think that's what we saw earlier. It's a lot of fucking money. You know, you guys know I like Beanie, right?
Yeah.
He follows.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry. I can't believe it's like a Beanie 5 minute every day.
Every day. Well, I have two things from Beanie here today. Check this out. So Beanie's sharing this commercial, or I don't even know if it's a commercial. I need to watch it. But Beanie's sharing some hype from Hong Kong. His whole sleep schedule is based around the Chinese market. Like, he's very
great.
deep in that ecosystem. So
Keep me posted on his sleep schedule.
I'll
Huda.
definitely do that. Hang on. Here, check this out.
A lot of you guys have been asking about Bitcoin ETFs in Hong Kong.
hang
Well,
on.
check
Could you hear that at all or no?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
we can hear it.
okay. Let me redo that.
ETFs in Hong Kong. Well, check this out. There's a giant Bitcoin ad right now talking about the ETF that's imminent in Hong Kong. There's definitely a lot of attention going on here because at the end of the day, when these ETFs launch, they need people to buy, right? So more and more ads, more and more attention, and Hong Kong's trying to push itself to be the center of Web3. So in this financial hub with so many people, we're gonna see more of this.
Okay, that wasn't that, like, helpful or like nothing.
Right.
No.
I should have watched that before.
That was from
I should-
Beanie?
Yeah. That was from Beanie. What was his
That
point?
was-
Why did he tweet that?
So
Hong
the point is,
Kong.
I mean, the point is that he's bullish about it and he thinks that it's going to be awesome. But can I be honest? So I'm not sure the Kongs did this or not. So no shade to Kongs if they did it. But you know, like when NFT NYC happens and then like all the NFT projects have their billboards up in Times Square, and it does not affect the price, the floor price at all. It's almost just a waste of time, a waste of money, kind of. I'm not saying that this Hong Kong thing's that, but I'm saying like it doesn't. It's not earth shattering to me.
So what makes a bigger difference to, I guess, prices and maybe health of the market in general? The Hong Kong ETFs or the Bitcoin halving? And let's just say in the short term, let's use that 3-month period there.
Having, dude.
Halving?
Oh my God. Yes.
I'm with Joe.
Okay.
I think the ETFs. I think the ETFs matter. I just think we're going to have a bigger fight on the U.S. side with ETFs. You know, that'll be slower to get adopted.
Okay. Do the ETFs help offset the dump we see with the halving? Potentially, if we got $5 billion coming in between the Bitcoin and the Ethereum ETFs, and we're expecting a dump here. I think Lemon was saying this. Well, yeah, just right here. So I don't know when those ETFs actually go live, but is that the pattern? We were speculating on this last week that maybe this halving is different because the ETFs bringing so much more money in. Maybe we don't get that crash like we're expecting.
Well,
That's my take.
We're already in the crash right now before the halving. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, come on, we're there. You know what I mean? We are there.
Yeah, fair. All right, so we also got another commercial. Well, I guess the other wasn't a commercial, but we got a Coinbase Bitcoin halving commercial, which is they do a great job, man. I love those guys. So let's dive into this one real quick too.
Over time, your money gets you less. Does Bitcoin? Well, in 2012, one Bitcoin bought you this much pizza. In 2016, this much pizza. In 2020, this much pizza. And in 2024, well, you get the gist. Roughly every 4 years, the future supply of Bitcoin is reduced. So historically, you get more, not less.
I don't even think that's enough pizza.
It's definitely not.
That's what I was. You know what they should have done creatively? I'm so sorry. They should. I love that they started with the pizza. I love the concept. At the end, it should have been you own a franchise or something like that. It should be like you own this pizza and it's the fucking franchise.
So you go from owning Bitcoin to being like a wage slave. It doesn't make sense, Joe.
No,
I follow what you're saying.
I'm
Like,
kidding, but yeah,
Yeah, come on, dude.
or at least more pizzas.
more pizzas.
Like that was
Yeah.
that. I think what they showed right there is probably like 0.1 Bitcoin worth of pizzas.
Yeah, exactly.
That shit's ridiculous, bro. We need to talk to their manager, bro.
That commercial was terrible.
It was not good. Okay.
But the quality of it was decent.
There's like a flow to like these topics we're bringing up too, because like next, okay, we're talking about the ETFs and bringing money in. We're talking about the halving, which is going to impact this space. And in my opinion, all of this leading up to ordinal prices go up. Ordinal prices go up. That's coming. Okay. I want to make sure you guys are looking at the next Grail on Bitcoin. And again, thank you to, I think it was, Kool-Aid, I think. But okay, if you're watching and you're the one who mentioned this collection on the over the weekend, let me know, because you get all the flowers here. But this Lassa Jet, whatever. This is the next collection. It is. This is the one. And it's really simple. Like there's nothing complicated here. It is like as left curve as you can get. But it's like the brother sister project to the Bitcoin puppets. It's kind of that simple. It's okay. At this point, it's been proven. People care about culture more than they care about anything else. If puppets are the number 2 collection on Bitcoin, maybe they're 3, right? Maybe OMB and Node Monkeys are 1, 2. I don't know. I consider puppets 1, 2. You know what I mean? I consider them top. If they're there, this is the mutant ape to that collection. Or maybe it's even footing. Like this could get really, really interesting all of a sudden having 7,000 more. Okay. Now we rewind back to last week when Udda put out there that the semi-desirable collections are going to have like a 2 Bitcoin floor. Puppets are not semi-desirable. They are pretty much top. So what does that do for their secondary collection? If we just assume, we're just going to assume for this exercise, but Bitcoin puppets are going to have a 2 ETH floor. 2 Bitcoin floor. What does that do for their secondary collection? I'm thinking like 1 Bitcoin? What do you think? Like, to me, this just sounds obvious that those puppets right now, 0.7, let me see what those are at, but 0.7 ETH. How much is that? Like $2,000?
$2,100 or so. So 0.3 and change Bitcoin.
0.3.
Yeah, like a little more than that.
Is 0.3 that much? Or I'm sorry, that little even.
No.
Like
I said that wrong. 0.03.
0.03.
Right?
That
No,
I think you're closer to that. Let me see. 0.03 is 1,800. So maybe like just a little more than that. 0.05 Bitcoin is like 3,100. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. Maths.
Well, but that in a way just explains it right there. So the price of these on ETH,
I think that's in line. 0.035 to, effectively around 10% of the collection. I think 10% for a secondary is.
Yes.
Not
Okay.
crazy.
No. So very good point there. Now, what happens when it is a 2 ETH floor? When these things, okay. God, I suck at math. I don't know why we're doing a math exercise here, but what happens when puppets are then 2 Bitcoin, which is what I do think they're going to get. And actually, again, I don't think they're the semi-desirable one. I think they are top tier. I think they're more like a 4 or 5 Bitcoin floor. So again, what does that do for their secondary
Show's
collection?
muted.
No, sorry. I think he muted me. But go if you're going on a tangent. I just wanted to reset because I'm not super familiar. What you're saying is the same artists that did the puppets are doing the French whatever it is.
Yeah, I'm
For
glad
the
you did
secondary?
reset. Yeah, because I think that was not clear. It is the same artist. It is the same, whether it's one person or, like a group, it is the same project that released these Lassa Jet.
So
Yes.
is there there are different projects that have launched on different chains. So a lot of times it doesn't affect it very much.
Yeah. So we've seen projects Teleburn go from ETH to Bitcoin. We've seen that happen already, but we've not seen that with like an established one and something with the kind of energy. You know what I mean? Like not with what the puppets have, like the culture. They kind of have everything right now. I guess my concern with puppets, and I'm barely concerned, but do they end up kind of fading a bit like the crypto dick butts? Or can they just maintain it? Is the crypto punk of Bitcoin just going to be a different thing? Are they that? But either way, I see that collection over on Ethereum right now as a huge bargain. Thinking forward here.
I don't know.
6-8 months a year.
It was 1.24 floor today earlier, and now it's back to 1 or 0.7. So I don't know.
I think if you played out like what Dead is saying, 5 Bitcoin floor to a puppet, and we don't have, I don't think we have great statistics to see cross chain. What, it's one thing if you're both on the same chain and you're like, this is the, the child collection to the parent. Cross chain secondary collection, if it's at 5 Bitcoin, maybe you could argue that it could be a half a Bitcoin worth of value on Ethereum. I guess it's not insane to think that, but I think secondaries are 10% typically.
Yeah. Well, I like half a Bitcoin, and even right now with Bitcoin down, I mean that's 31 grand for something that right now is,
but
2-ish grand.
Yeah. Then you put it on ETH, and you're like, okay, so at current prices, that's 10 ETH. Are we going to see ETH projects run double digits for non OG blue chips? Anything's possible, but I don't see it the same way.
Can I ask you this? Does purchasing with Bitcoin feel harder or psychologically different than purchasing with ETH when you're doing that? Because it does for me. Like you can have, what is it? If Bitcoin was 70 grand, right? That's how many ETH was that? That was a whole bunch, right? Like, so you have 1 Bitcoin. It goes from that solid 1 number down a little bit. Psychologically, it fucks with my head a little bit.
I think you calibrate. Like, I think, like, for me at first, I was not calibrated and everything's, 0.0069. That's nothing. But I think once you're doing it for a little bit, all of a sudden you get tuned in, like, okay, at 0.1 increments, it's, $6,000-$7,000. So if I'm at, 0.05, I'm at 3 grand. And I just feel like your brain starts to rewire a little bit for ordinals.
It just makes it so it's harder for me to pull the trigger on a Bitcoin purchase, just because if I buy 1 Bitcoin and it's in my wallet and it shows 1 Bitcoin, there's some sort of feeling of amazingness to me in that. If I was to purchase something for 0.00 whatever, it goes down from that 1. If I'm doing an ETH purchase and it's, $3,000, and if I have 10 ETH and I just put 1 away and now I have 9 ETH, there's something psychologically that makes it comforting to me for some weird reason. And I'm not sure why.
Is it like breaking $100 bill versus breaking a 5?
It is. It is that. Yeah. That's a great.
No, that's fair.
Yeah, it's a great metaphor.
If I had a solid Bitcoin in my wallet, I wouldn't be able to break it. I'd be like, no, that has to stay together. Which is why, Joe, you need like 1.1, 1.2.
Yeah.
And then you're like, okay, I can play with the change.
Yeah. Agreed.
No, I agree with you.
So a lot of this all still hinges on, are people going to get wealthy enough on these ordinals to like be willing to spend that kind of money, right? Like, I think it all hinges on that. And this is where I thought it was really cool to get some whales actually chiming in, like their thoughts. Like, are they going to spend it?
You got it?
I got it. I actually closed one like a fucking idiot. Now I'm looking at my bookmarks. So give me a quick second. I got one I'll put up on screen.
You would think there'd be more whales, to be honest with you. You would think the shit would be getting crazy already.
I would not yet. I just didn't yet. Because I don't think most of them, I don't think it's clicked yet. And I'm still waiting. Like, to me, that's going to take time. That's why I think this is a matter of time till it happens.
I wonder, you know what? All right, I'm feeling very like philosophical today. I wonder if Bitcoin people are so used to just buying and holding and then just waiting it out to do all of this sort of purchasing and doing all that sort of stuff. It seems like that's an ETH-based sort of trait, because it does take longer for the ETH transactions to go through, all that sort of stuff. So maybe they were just holding for years and years and years. They don't know how to have the reflexes to like purchase for fun.
Well, I still think a lot of the Bitcoin guys have not been won over yet. That they themselves have not understood ordinals. They like something hasn't clicked with them. To me, it's like with NFTs. Like my mind has never changed that eventually everyone's going to understand NFTs to some degree. Doesn't mean they're all buying, but eventually something's going to click with it. It's going to be like, it makes sense. I collect stuff. I like everybody collects something. And I think at some point, even the Bitcoin guys are going to understand the collectability. They're going to understand the historic nature of what is actually happening here. And again, it doesn't have to be a lot of them. A tiny, tiny little percentage of those Bitcoin whales getting in and starting to buy. Like, look at what's happening in Xcopy's collection with just a couple guys who are going shopping and going fucking ham on Xcopy.
Oh, dude, remember
Does
what
a
I
lot.
told you? I think last week or a couple weeks ago, you were talking about Xcopy. I was like, yeah, we had the offers are going up on the Xcopies that we own.
Mhm.
Right now, I had a 1 ETH offer. It was at half ETH, like, you know.
On Max Payne?
No, on
Okay.
what's it called?
Saintless?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, wow, wild. I saw those selling for like 1.5 even. Like, I've been watching that bot religiously now. It's wild.
Yep.
But here's Nate Rivers, who he's got it like an okay, like solid take here. Like he's, you know, again, he's saying here not looking to FUD, but giving some, yeah, again, some honest takes in general. What stood out to me was this one, because this is the one we've been kind of debating here for a while. So the main bull case being Bitcoin chads, they're so rich, they're going to spend so much to have Bitcoin chain stuff, right? And he doesn't believe that at all. Okay, so okay. 1 second.
Do I have to read this myself?
No. I wish we had Peter here for
I
it.
know.
He had like a good point in here. I just want to get to it. But his point ultimately isn't what I'm looking for. It's I want to hear from a Bitcoin whale. And that's the magic of this tweet. We actually had Bitcoin whales responding. So Bitcoin whale here. Okay. He agrees with both takes. The other take he's replying to is BitGod, who right here is saying you're kind of wrong. Like, these Bitcoin chads are rich. They already flex. They're into like luxury brands and whatnot. It's just a matter of time. And this goes back to, you know, what I was saying before. It's just a matter of time till the ordinal thing clicks. So we got Bitcoin whale agreeing again with both sides. He agrees with Nate's part, but he also agrees with BitGod's. And in general, like, here's all that really matters is I see prices going up across the board. That's it. Like, that simple.
I almost feel okay. So I feel like the projects that are out now under the Bitcoin, like the puppets and things like that. No offense, but it's not that impressive. The art, right? Like, so, and I think that Bitcoin maxis for years and years were basically just telling us how stupid we were because we're buying some bullshit ass, you know, whatever, apes or whatever it is. And they might feel hypocritical to be buying something that's even worse art than the stuff that's on Ethereum. So maybe there needs to be some sort of swaggy sort of thing that actually Bitcoin, like, you know, that Bitcoin people want to flex. That's the laser eyes, or, you know what I mean, something to that effect. Because I don't know, man, like the historical value a lot of times, I don't know how that plays out. You know, it's interesting.
I think so I'll tell you this. I've definitely noticed, and I think Henry is too, that the Ordinals collectors, that community, is different than ETH. They're different. They kind of just don't give a fuck. They remind me a ton of Wall Street Kongs. Like, Henry always says, they're just these grungy degens. They don't give a fuck. When they are doing well, they ape into it and they play with fucking anything. If it makes them laugh, they're going in. That's what the Bitcoin community reminds me.
Can I say this? You know I'm not like an alpha caller, yeah, right? Like, not at all. And it takes me longer than everybody else to get up to speed with things. Like, I'm not the visionary. I don't see it at first. It takes me like a few thorough explanations. I think one of the reasons that it's clicked exponentially for me, and Udda has seen me go through this process with everything on ETH and NFTs, and like, why is that going to matter? I think that's exactly why it's clicked, because I've been so ingrained in a culture for 3 years that is exactly that I'm like, no, I understand these guys. Even if I don't know everything about it, they're just like Wall Street Kong degens. And exactly that. The things that you would think they shouldn't care about, fly. So I think the potential is really, really there. Especially, I think we talked about this Saturday with the idea that it may just cost a fortune to inscribe ordinals in the future. With runes trading, you know, sats going through the roof, the mempool being super high, that like what we have might kind of be what we have, at least for those like cheaper entry points at the beginning versus like somebody who's launching a collection and you're minting it for half a Bitcoin just because of the cost, or maybe that's hyperbole. But yeah, I think I really think the potential is there for this to just do some really stupid stuff.
At this point, it's a 4X on those, you know, expensive collections right now, like on Node Monkeys, on Puppets. But again, I don't think those are the semi desirable ones. I think those are top, and I think five plus even.
If you were picking a puppet or a monkey, which direction? Puppet.
I probably would go Puppet, although I think they're so damn safe either way. I'm not convinced that Node Monkeys are the punks. I'm pretty sure they are, but I still think Bitcoin's going to have a different kind of energy, and to me, Puppets are way grungier and way fucking weirder and stuff. Like, I think that might work.
What's the communities like for these projects? Is it Bitcoin communities, or is it ETH people that are basically coming over to do the ordinal stuff right now?
Dad, do you have any comment on that? Because I've gone in them and I can't get a feel for it. And then I know from Twitter, like my timeline there, it is ETH guys that came over. It's like Farouk and Thread Guy.
Right.
They're in Puppets, right? It's a lot of those guys.
Yeah.
I just think that might speak to how strong the culture kind of is, and it pulled them in. I got to believe at its core, it is still Bitcoin.
Oh, that's
people.
disappointing. Yeah, okay. That's disappointing to hear. Like,
oh, they're in. That is their. That's what they're kind of hitching their wagon to, I think.
D's, all those guys are kind of about it. But the thing is you need, like you said, the Bitcoin maxis to start to crack that little first hole so the dam starts to burst. You know what I mean? Like that needs to happen.
Right. I want to show another take here that I think is equally as, I guess, important here. So this one isn't just that, these rich chads need to deploy their bags, right? He's just saying it's a strong enough narrative to drive trepid existing non-OG Bitcoin capital to the narrative. Basically saying if enough people buy into that shit, hey, at the start I said fake it till you make it. If people kind of run with that narrative long enough, you see how people chase. They just chase, right? So if you start seeing some prices fly, without fail, we see this time and time again, people chase it. And that's all these price predictions are in that market, not normal, not when things are settled, not when, you know what I mean? These price predictions of 2 ETH, 5 ETH, whatever, we're talking peak mania.
What happens? Has there been celebrities that have been bumping this yet? You know what I mean? Like, have we had that? Does Paris does Paris Hilton own a puppet? Does Justin Bieber rock a node monkey?
I don't believe so. I would think not.
Right.
Do we need that?
Do we need it? No. I'm just saying that, like, that's when we know that, like, I think there needs to be some momentum with the Bitcoin stuff for you, for what you're talking about to happen. I think
just give me some time to fill my bags first.
Yeah,
right. That can come. Just let me fill them.
And I'm with you. I think it is a timing thing. It is going to take time. This is not next month. This is maybe not even this year, although could be. To me, later this year, definitely in play. But again, this is the first time I've seen Wales comment on this. So I thought that was interesting, and that's why I wanted to share it. And I'm definitely keeping my eye out for more of this. I really hope there's a big Twitter Spaces on this topic. Like, we need that. I really do think we need that, because that is such a big part of, like, the speculative side of Bitcoin right now. It's like this belief, like I have, that those guys are coming in. I want to hear from them. Really do.
Yeah, it'd be interesting.
All right. Going to move us on to something a little different, still in Bitcoin, and we're not going to stay on this long because we got some ETH stuff to talk about too. But Udda, we've mentioned before, he's not really a fan of BRC20s, or excuse me, of runes. And he lays it out a little more clearly why here, because it's really the same as BRC20s as far as how you're going to trade them. So he said, yeah, in the short term, there's going to be a lot of money to be made there. Like, don't miss it. But let's be realistic about what it is. What it is still is kind of clunky until we get OPCat. So Udda's been very smart. They have an announcement coming today. I'm very curious what it is. My guess this morning was that maybe they are building some kind of DeFi platform over on testnet right now. Just to show what you can do and show actually what happens if you start using this tech. Because OPCat is live on testnet, so you can build there. That's my hunch. That's, like, to me, he's planning something out here, years in advance. It started last year with Taproot Wizards, and again, I think very slow and methodical. And I drink all the Udda Kool-Aid. I really buy it. So
you need Henry for this one. I don't know who Uni is. I don't know what the situation is, but it looks like he's doing. Can we have a quick check-in with you, Henry? What are you doing that's causing you to look over there?
I was just checking, actually. Udda did an announcement maybe like 40 minutes ago.
Oh, shit.
On Twitter.
Was that it?
Like
Cat
a full-on
VM,
announcement,
there
huh?
and back again. Well, it's in the announcements in Quantum Cats, and he tweeted from the Quantum Cats account.
Oh.
It's the first permissionless Bitcoin bridge, allowing scaling in layers with no liquidity requirements, decentralizing trading of ordinals and runes, and much more. Cat VM is powered by OpCat and Quantum Cats.
Huh. What the fuck?
Yeah, a bridge.
I really like this, man. A bridge to where, though? To where? It's a permissionless Bitcoin bridge allowing... Like, to me, that's just word magic. I don't know what that means. Has anyone looked into that yet? Like, could anybody...
Dad said no one knows.
No one knows. Okay. And again, I think he's already building something. And I think whatever this is probably on testnet. If he said it's powered by that stuff, well, it doesn't exist on mainnet. It's only on testnet. So I think they're building this out on testnet.
Oh God, I wish you had that song queued up right now because I want to do the whiff.
Oh my God. Can we
got footage of it now?
Can anybody help find that real quick? The whiff developer dance.
There's a huge announcement. Let's go. Let's check it out.
I'm looking. I need it. I need a little more of that.
Anytime it's mentioned, you're uncontrollably have to go find it.
Pandora dance. Well, I'm getting definitely not that, but
yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't have much time, so I'm going to move on. If anybody finds it, though, drop us a link, please. Anyway, keep your eye on Quantum Cats. Let's see what happens to that price action. We'll, of course, be looking into what exactly that means. Like, what the hell does that mean? So we'll find that out here, I'm sure, today, tomorrow. We'll have some updates there. But super interesting. Also interesting. Good freaking Lord, guys. The first Bored Ape sale under 10 ETH in like 10 years. I'm sure there were like accidental sales. We're talking like a real deal sale here. And I like Eddie's point. I really like Dancing Eddie. But like, oh man, I like Yatsu. I mean, I freaking love Yatsu. Who doesn't? But he had a... This is tricky. I don't agree with his take today. Okay? So where do we start? Let me start with Yat's take. Okay, we set the stage that we had a Bored Ape sale under 10 ETH. I do want to peek at floor price. That is, it's pretty significant. Let me peek real quick and see where they're at now. Oh, they got a pump. Okay, well, maybe we know a little why. Yatsu did sweep 10 of them. He bought 10 apes, supporting them, everything Bored Apes have done for NFTs in the community. And I agree with him there. Like, I am a Yugal Labs Bored Ape supporter now in a way I never used to be. I'm like Henry, like where I respect their game, I respect their work, I respect the hell out of it. With that said, I don't get Yatsu blaming Blur for this at all. I think Blur are innovators. I think they are builders very much the same way Yugal Labs is. In fact, I wonder if we could do the numbers somehow, some way, but who drove more value to their users, to their community? Did Blur with their airdrops and their rewards? Or did Yuga with all the tokens and new NFTs, all that stuff, and connections? Like, who actually tangibly drove more value? I don't understand this shitting on Blur because I don't think they're a negative for the space. People use the tool. It's on the people who use it. It's not a Blur issue.
Yeah, I think Yuga probably drove far. Like, if you're a day one holder, Yuga drove way more value to you than Blur farming did. If you're just talking of, I minted an ape, I got a dog, I got a serum, I got my ape coin. Like, it's not even comparable, right? But if you were farming, if you're using like the protocol, Blur, then that's a whole different story. It just depended on like, what were you farming? What were you making? But it's funny. I used to have that opinion on Blur, like Blur sucks, even though like, for what it's worth, like Kongs have never really been heavily traded on Blur. But Beanie's right. Blur it's a liquidity aggregator, right? Like at the end of the day, they provide the means for someone to be able to provide on the buying end and on the selling end to receive liquidity. So like, how do you hate that?
And it works both ways. Like, yes, it might accelerate, price moving down. It's mostly because of the loans, but also it does the same on the upswing too. When things are moving up, it accelerates that as well. And I actually argue it is like softened landing. Like what we saw in the bear market, late last year, we would have seen that much earlier last year and it would have destroyed people.
Is it not fair to also think that I say niftify, like lending protocols, that Blur being one of them, just made it really easy for people to be able to run up loans, buy more, artificially inflate floor prices, and then what you see in a bit of a downturn is that the floor, it drops as quickly as it rose.
Yep.
So
there's only one thing worse probably than that, which would be
Which?
Can you hear that?
No.
Damn it. It's the song.
Oh, I found it. You DM me. Oh my God. Hang on, guys. Hang on.
You can't even see me cause you're constant in the mirror. Me and my girl so real. I don't know what theater. You don't care, or you can't pretend to even feel her. As long as you're the sweat that is flowing.
That is okay. I do need to save that.
Dude, just cut it up and put it on your board so we can have it at the
it
ready.
is good. I even like the beat now.
Oh, you want the actual song though? I can do that. Yeah.
Yeah, you might as well cut
Good
it
idea.
up.
That's a great idea. Okay, guys, I'm gonna move through the rest of these stories, and we're gonna do bullish, bearish. Joe, I want you to weigh in though, because I don't think you really got to give any thoughts on that if you wanted.
No, I didn't care about it at all. I wasn't listening.
Okay, so then beautiful, fucking amazing. All right, so this one is not part of bullish, bearish. It's just a quick point. But if you minted a mutant, you held your other side, your ape coin, your heavy metal, all your airdrops, you're officially down. That's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy.
But look at it another way. If you minted a mutant, you're only down 10% right now. Like, and you still have all this stuff. Like, what do you want? What do you want?
Unthinkable though that I mean, I guess
No. Hold on. How much? If you sold your ape for 10 right now, there's no way you'd be down.
A mutant. He's talking about a mutant.
Oh,
if
yeah,
you
'cause the
minted a
mutant was
mutant for 2.5 ETH.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then I yet again I like Beanie's point here. To me, this is the same value that Bitcoin puppets bring. It's the CryptoPunk model, and there's very few. I shouldn't say that. There are plenty of projects offering that model, but they don't have the culture. They don't have like that kind of community to actually make it work. But Miladies are the CryptoPunk. They are that.
Can I know we're on a tight. Listen, dude, this is such an easy take from Beanie, by the way. Like everything is down. Everything is shit. Oh, no, you have to follow the no utility version. That's bullshit, dude. That's just him saying things. Like he's just saying things that are correct now. And
Disagree.
he said things, I'm sorry, but he doesn't know what he's talking about, man. Like
You're
He's a
missing
Monday
the
morning quarterback. He's straight up. That's all he is in my mind. He makes the easiest calls. He's Captain Obvious. And it annoys me, even though some of his takes are right.
study Beanie. There is a legit lesson in it. Like these guys who are out there like becoming influential and getting the views and getting paid for it, they're all mid-curve takes. They know that. They're not trying to be controversial and like super insightful. They just state the obvious and people fucking eat it up. But he's right here.
What's he right about? Tell me what he's right about.
The narrative that utility is a meme.
Okay.
For the most part, utility is a meme mostly. And all that matters is what Milady's offering, a collectible. If you like the collectible, the value is simply in that.
So here's my take. You ready for my take? I don't want to diss Milady, okay? But here's my take. Milady will see a drastic reduction in value soon enough.
What? How wild would this be? I'll tell you this. I think there is a non-zero chance that Milady could become not CryptoPunk level, but flip Bored Apes, become like the second or third PFP. I don't think they're far off from that already, but
yeah, they said the same thing about Azuki. They said they keep saying the same thing when something's hot.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter, man. Like it really doesn't. All of these things are pretty much the same. Whatever's hot.
Not this one. Look, none of them have a chart like this. None of them went up in the bear market. None of them.
Yeah, okay, but none of them like. All I'm saying is, we can't. Just because this one's going up, there isn't some magic potion that other people could do to make it this way.
We don't know why.
Right. We don't know why this has gone up. Okay, there could have been a myriad of reasons why it went up, and we're not aware of it. So who knows what it's going to be? But I don't think that they're doing anything crazy special for it. There's been example after example after example of people being like, "Oh, Bored Apes is going to flip punks. Bored Apes now Pudgies is going to flip Bored Apes." And every time we do that, we're like, "Oh, here's why." You know what I mean? And it's not.
It's fair.
It's not a recipe that you can follow. There's
no.
just sometimes...
This is a magic one. This is a very specialized scenario. This is very much like the 4chan type audience, that community. It's very much a middle finger to like everything else in this space, and again, that works. But it does takes it's a magic circumstance to create that. You can't just reinvent it. Puppets might be close though. That's going to be interesting to watch. All right, let us hit. Again, a whole bunch of stories. We'll do bullish, bearish, and they're really good ones too. So let me clear my screen out and we'll fly through these. Dude, I had a lot of fun today so far, by the way. Like, good topics, like fun shit out there. And I think a lot more of this over the next few weeks, months, whatever. Like, it's just interesting times here.
Too serious for me today. I like to get fucking crazy.
All right. We'll get crazy here. Hang on.
Fucking with me? Let's turn this bitch on! I stay clean, please don't hit record. Yeah. His go yard. Get it for the low. Ice on my wrist and ice on my neck and ice on my ankle and ice on my teeth. Tiffany diamonds come in a blue bag, yeah I got a blue bag, could give you a coat. Got these racks, I could buy you a coat, yeah Marshall one sip up to your nose. I just may not even...
Is that Nicki Minaj?
All right, so that's Coy Leray, right?
No,
Coy Leray, who was announced, as being in this new Doodles animation this summer on the soundtrack, maybe in it too, but this is Coachella this weekend, her with her PFP, her Doodles behind her.
Yeah.
Pretty big stage for the Doodles. Bullish or bearish on what the Doodles are doing in general here? And hang on, let me at least make this worth everyone's while.
That's a tough one. Oh, nice.
Hang on, we can do better than that. Bullish, bearish, Henry?
My gut tells me I want to say bearish, but like if you have your doodle behind a celebrity for the project, it's bullish.
Okay. Joe, bullish, bearish?
It's bullish right now. I'm actually surprised that they're doing anything. So I'm bullish that it hasn't just dwindled away.
Yep. Okay. And with that, we'll move on. Bullish, bearish, Forbes Web 3. They've got this legacy pass, like an art. They've got their own version of proof, maybe. Like they've got their own releases coming out. Harto is going to be the first artist. It's a pretty big stage for him, and it's with Art on Internet, so it's Art Blocks, right? Using the Art Blocks engine. So Art Blocks engine plus Forbes plus Harto. Bullish, bearish on who there? Let's say Harto.
Bullish on Harto, bearish on Forbes Web 3, charging $6 for a coat check at NFT NYC and drinks for VIP.
Damn. All right, Joe.
Oh, did you just disclose who the... You didn't disclose before.
I didn't. I totally forgot.
I didn't say that. Who was that? Who did that? Forbes?
It was Forbes Web 3 X Meme Land.
Wow.
Got it. Oh, nice.
Yeah. How much money do they have combined? We're paying $6 for coat check.
Crazy. All right.
And you had to check your coat. Anyway.
Move on. Who is Jason Fang, by the way?
No, I didn't even get to play that
game.
game.
I'm sorry, Joe. Go ahead. Bullish, bearish on Harto. Or the rest.
Bearish on people doing the same things again and again in the space.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Jason Fang. I don't know if he's on the On-Chain Monkeys team, but somehow, some way, he's involved in this new drop called Karma Coin, and the fucking audience is furious. And again, I think he has some relation to On-Chain Monkeys. I don't know what, but they're like, you're charging $1,000 for a 30 supply rune kind of collection, a pre-rune collection. Like, get the fuck out of here. Bullish, bearish on. Let's just say this, guys. I don't want to lump the On-Chain Monkeys in. Although I do think he's something.
Who is
founder
this
of
guy?
Sora Ventures?
Yeah, I was gonna say he's a VC.
Sora.
Yeah, they're
bullish, bearish on him.
He's the co-founder of VC.
Got it. Good to see you, Justin. By the way.
Bullish or bearish on him.
Yeah. Justin, I need to get you back tomorrow. Enzo, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man.
Hey, Enzo.
Justin, I need you tomorrow if you can come back and we can chat deeper about that, because to me that's interesting. I want to hear more. Do your bullish bearishes though, fellas.
But which part are we asking bullish or bearish on?
Jason.
Him in
on
general?
Jason Fang.
Yeah, I'm neutral because I don't have an opinion, I guess.
Yep.
On-chain monkeys were early, so maybe you say like it's bullish to have somebody like that there.
Yep.
Frankly, don't give a shit.
Okay. All right. Joe, do yours quick, and let's make these quick because I got like 5 more, so we'll just do quick bullish bearish.
Oh, sorry about that, dude.
Okay,
You just tried to skip me like 4 times now. Bearish.
All right, cool. All right, Steppen and Adidas partnering on digital collectibles on Solana. Bullish on, let's say, Solana.
Bearish.
Bearish for Solana. Bearish for Solana. Okay.
Bullish on Adidas.
I like that. Okay, cool. Like that a lot. This is fucking wild. This did not deserve to be in bullish bearish. This should be a full segment, and we'll do this tomorrow. But bullish bearish on a marketplace that you're shopping for transactions that are already in the mempool. You're not sitting there for looking at listings. You're looking at what's on the mempool, and then you outpay them and you snipe it. That is
bullish.
Fucking wild. Yeah.
Yeah, massively bullish. I love that.
That is the most degen shit I've heard of in a while. Joe.
Yeah.
Bearish. Don't like it.
Bearish.
Sketchy.
Guys, make sure you're chiming in with your bullish bearishes too. I am looking at them.
Yeah.
Actually, it's fun.
Hopefully the karma, the name will exact justice.
It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Okay. Bullish bearish on the CryptoPunks free to claim book, which is not free. It is $100.
Good God. Yuga Labs / Larva Labs added again. If they like the book, cool. Free to claim, but it's $100. Got to be bearish.
Like, sell your goddamn assets and everything and give this to your community.
How do you call it a free to claim, but it's $100?
It's ridiculous. Maybe it's free. Maybe it's free for holders.
Oh, okay. If it's free for holders and the public pays, bullish. Also, don't really care, but at least it's free to holders.
I'll check out what holders get, in particular there. Joe, bullish bearish.
I thought you were going to skip me again. I was going to lose my shit. I'm bearish.
Okay. Henry, let's go to the next one.
I'm bearish. You just muted my ass.
Oh, I didn't know you could unmute. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
You're bearish on that. Okay.
I had more to say, but I will stop.
Okay.
I want to see more.
Dot swoosh. Yeah, I got like 2 more. Dot swoosh. It looks like, well, I can't even fucking figure this out. Let's say dot swoosh in general, bullish or bearish on them. There's no NFTs with this, by the way, I think.
Been so out of what that even is. Like, I see people with their dot swoosh names. If I have to lean somewhere, then I just go like bullish because it's Nike. Yay.
Somebody doing something.
Yeah. Like, you can scan your shoe with some device, and I don't know what this picture is trying to show us.
Yeah,
I
can't understand it all.
Cell phone.
Yep, terrible marketing. I have no clue what they're trying to show and sell and whatever. Okay, Boba Opa migrating over to base, maybe partially.
Dude.
Okay,
you skipped me again on the swoosh thing. You skipped me again, dude.
And
you skipped me more times than you've actually called on me.
Okay. All right, Joe, you do the next.
I can't even. I'm shutting it down. I'm going down. I'm just getting shut down now. I can't even. I'm so angry. I can't even talk anymore. I'm going on mute.
All right, you're out. Henry, bullish bearish on Boba Opa on base. Good for bullish bearish on it being on base. Let's say as opposed to Solana.
Bullish.
Good.
Meanwhile, Joe.
Trying to unmute him. I'd love to see that he's not even saying anything. He's just melding it. That's what I'm completely expecting. All right, this last one, very last one. Joe, you must weigh in on this. This is sad. Okay.
Oh, no.
Yeah, Red Lion.
Oh, bummer, man. Bummer.
I can't tell if you're being sarcastic. But
no, I'm not being sarcastic. I like them.
Yeah, like good dudes. A lot of work. This just speaks about what the space is and isn't. It's not people who really are into the culture and into the news. It's your bags. It's the pumpy shit. It's whatever. And, unfortunately, I thought they would be able to survive, but knowing how small the team is and how much work goes, it's like at some point, it's not worth the effort. So bullish or bearish for the space to lose Red Lion?
I don't think the space losing them, I don't think it's bullish or bearish. I think it's just one of thousands of the 99% that go to nothing. It's cutthroat, so you better have something that people really like. I like the guys. Super sad to see them closing down. not surprised. Hope they can find something else to do.
The cool thing is they're going to do like special editions. So like when something big's going on, they'll put out an edition of it. Yeah, they're just going to change it up, but we just won't be seeing it like we used to. They do have like an art, like a printer. They have some kind of art platform that's on Solana, so they're going to still be in, they're still here, I guess is the point. Joe, I'd love to hear your take, but I don't want to hear your voice. You can type it in chat and I'll put it on screen, but you're done talking the rest of the episode.
You missed out on some gems that I had. All I'm saying, you should apologize to Buxom, because Buxom, I had some really interesting thoughts on that, but I apologize. Maybe Huda deserves to be better about that.
Yep. Fair. We'll end with
bullish bearish on Promethean.
That's how we're going to end. That's the very last thing. So I'm just looking for anything else, but
I'll answer this one.
Okay, wait. Shut the fuck. Hang on. Okay, cats are starting to fly. Let's see their wings. 0.4 Bitcoin.
Wow.
That's what, dude. I'm telling you, fuckers. Quantum cats are going to be that top collection. They are going to flip node monkeys and they're going to flip puppets. They're going to. They are going to be the number one. There's 3,300 of them versus there are 10,000 each, and node monkeys with like 4,500 holders.
That's nice.
They're going to flip. They're going to fucking flip. Anyways, guys, the incredible cyber Kongs. We are all Kongs, whether you hold a Kong or not. Henry has made that explicitly clear, guys. You're all Kongs. Okay? With that said, the cyber Kongs coming to Bitcoin this week with their Prometheans, Ordinals, a pre-rune collection, I guess we could call it, right?
Pull up the tweet, man. Show the art.
It's gorgeous. I used it in my thumbnail today, man. It's incredible.
Mio's the GOAT.
Dude, it's incredible. When I looked at it and I'm clipping it out and shit, I'm like, oh my, like this is amazing. I want to get the hand one. Look at all these fucking collections you guys are partnering with. You guys are making a big splash over there. It's fucking incredible. Okay.
Show the other one. Show the other one. Like that's cool and all, but it doesn't give like the.
What's the other one?
Doesn't give the full like. No, I mean that one's cool
like
too.
The animated thing. This.
That one, yeah.
Oh, I'll tell you, the other one's even cool. Yeah, it is fucking cool. Bullish, bearish on the CyberKongs, Prometheans over on Bitcoin, putting CyberKongs assets, runes in the hands of diamond-handed collectors. Everybody else in the chat. Henry, I want to. Well, do we need to hear? Let's hear it. It feels right.
No, bro, I'm so bullish. I haven't been as excited for something with CyberKongs in a while. It just feels so incredibly different. Genkai launched in a bear market to a real niche community in Ronin. Great people over there. This is going to like the degens that are just like us over on Bitcoin. Bullish as fuck, man. No
Bullish
lie.
as fuck. Kongish.
That's
right.
There you go, Dead,
of course, nailed this. Kongish.
I fucked that up. Can I go back and do that again?
Yes. Hell yeah. Rewind it.
Kongish. Yep.
Joe, I'll give you, if you want to show your respect like a man, if you want to face me and Henry and like a fucking man, give your take on this, bullish or bearish or Kongish.
I'll fucking give you my take, motherfucker. You want to hear my take?
Not really, but
no, I'm fucking bullish on it, dude.
Yeah,
I'm bullish on that. I'm not bullish
Joe.
on. I'm not bullish on this. The treatment of me on this fucking shit.
Well, I love you still, regardless. By the way, I went back and listened to our Friday show, which live during. I'm like, oh, it's so many issues. It was an excellent fucking show. Excellent. If you guys did not see the Friday show, it's worth going back and rewatching. I dug it. It was funny as shit. So just so you know, guys. With that said, we're out of here. We covered a lot today, dude. A fuck ton today. So great time. Now, the day ain't over. There's more shows going on. If you guys want, we got Vinny Hager coming on the Little Noun Show coming up in, 20 minutes. So the Little Noun Show over on X, I will also be streaming it live on this channel.
Oh, wow.
Come join us. It'll be a good time. Vinny Hager, incredible artist. Can't wait to hear what he has to say about the art space, the way the market has changed, what he thinks about art over on Bitcoin. A lot to talk about. Should be a great show. But with that said, guys, like always, really appreciate you guys tuning in, hanging with us, vibing with us. This is a great show. Hope you have a great evening. Till the next time, we'll see you, boys. Ooh.
We're the non-fungible idiots, don't you know? Banging our heads to the rhythm of the code. We don't care about dollars or the show. just falling to zero. It's our everything. Round tripping positions, that's how we roll. We won't make a dollar, won't sell a thing. We're the zero holders, so let them we sing. Zero